Kia ora, good afternoon everybody, and welcome to Pettigrew Green Arena in Napier. This is round 14 of the Cells NBL, and Hawke's Bay Hawks up against Auckland Tuatara. Looking forward to this game coming up in just a few minutes' time. Crowd is building here at the arena in Napier for what should be an interesting clash, and there is things at stake for both teams heading into the end of the regular season. Glenn Lamb my name. Thank you for joining us. Kaysen Buckman back with me again. Kaysen, there is a lot on the line with this game, with the Hawks needing to win to keep their playoff hopes alive, and Auckland Tuatara, if they win, they get top spot.
Yeah, and obviously they want that top spot because it's a easy cruise into the semifinals. So they're trying to secure that top spot. But again, the Hawks, they're coming off of a win at home, and they're hoping to carry that momentum into tonight's game.
Let's have a look at the table now, and as you can see it right at the top there, the Tuatara, if they win, they'll go to 28 points with one game left. They won't be headed for a top spot heading into the playoffs. The Nuggets and the Bulls looking good for the top three as well. The Rams and the Saints and the Giants there for now. Well, Saints and Giants are anyway. Now Hawke's Bay on 12 points. Their points differential negative 51. And if they get a win here today and it's more than 6, that would really help them. But it's not going to be easy against this red hot Auckland Tuatara team who are on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head. They've got to have all cylinders firing tonight against this Tuatara team as they are on a roll.
Let's have a look at the lineup for the rest of the week. There's a doubleheader, of course, Sunday coming up. Right after this game, we've got Manawatu Jets hosting the Canterbury Rams. Then on Thursday, Taranaki Airs are hosting Nelson. And then on Friday, we're in Christchurch for the Rams-Bulls game. Looking forward to all three of those matches. So, lots to look forward to. Here's the Auckland Tuatara starting five: Glidden, Tarangi, Dalton, Lowe and Weeks. No Lawson starting, so Dalton coming in, the 18-year-old, and he's a big prospect for the future. Yeah,
he has earned his starting spot. He's been extremely efficient, both offensively and defensively, and why not give him the chance to start, especially at this stage in the season? You've basically secured a top 2 spot. I'm put all my money on the Tuatara getting that top spot with the way that they're playing at the moment, but a lot of that has to do with the contribution of Charlie Dalton.
And a lot has to do with the coach too. That's Aaron Young. Here he is.
We're joined now here by the head coach of the Auckland Tuatara, Coach Aaron Young. Coach, business end of the season, you come across a desperate Hawks team looking for a win, but for those yourselves at the top of the table, what is the key focuses for tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about this matchup is everything that's happened up to this point doesn't matter. And this is a team that we have massive respect for. They've got a talented roster that have played a lot of games in this league and know how to win. So for us, it's just another great challenge for us to compete at a high level. And you know, going into the finals, we want to build great habits, and we still have everything to play for. Wins and losses are obviously part of the game, but it's about creating great habits and going into the business end of the season.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Coach Aaron Young doing a fine job, isn't he, the coach of the Auckland Tuatara. Now, big news out of the Hawke's Bay team today as we look at their starting five: Kenning, Ngatai, Hunt, Harris and Lee. Where is Ethan Rusbatch? That's the question, and Rusbatch is not playing today, Case, and he's injured.
That is a massive gap that needs to be filled for this Hawks team, as he is contributing 14 points a game, averaging almost 35 minutes, as well as snagging 5 rebounds, shooting 87% from the line. He's just an all-around great player and a massive contributor to this Hawks team.
Well, others are going to have to step up in his absence, as will the coach, Everard Bartlett.
We're here now joined by the Taylor Bay Hawks head coach, Everard Bartlett. Easy must-win for you guys here. Looking forward to trying to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, it's been a must-win game for us for quite some time. Look, challenge is on. Number one team, and number one team for a reason. You know, they ain't taking it lightly. They want to secure the top spot, so they're coming in to win this game. We need to keep our playoff hopes alive by causing an upset here.
2 home games remaining. What is the key focus to give back to your home crowd of Hawke's Bay?
Win. As easy as that, really. You know, come out here, play with some heart, play with some passion. You know, and we need to just be satisfied that we can finish the game and say, yeah, we left it all on the floor. You know, if we can do that, play as a team and get it done together, then you know, we'll live with the result.
All the best for tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Rob Bartlett there. First year as coach, having recently retired as a player. Let's have a look at some stats for you. Now you can see the Tuatara on a 5-game winning streak. The Hawks stopped a 4-game losing streak with a win in their last game, but Ira Lee looms as a big player for them today, Casey.
Oh, he is such a dominating force underneath. If they can find a way to get him the ball inside, he'll be an X factor in this game, but he's got to go against I'd say one of the front contenders for MVP, Rob Lowe. You can see him dominating the stats in points and rebounds, and a stat that's not listed is steals. He's also up there in the stealing stats.
Yeah, 2 per game, and he's also averaging 4 assists a game, 2.3 blocks a game. He's doing everything at the moment, Rob Lowe. It's basically, I guess, as we look at the referees for today's game, Ryan Jones, Duran Few, and Brad Clive, it's like the fact he's announced his retirement is now he's got this weight off his shoulders and think, you know what, I'm just going to play ball.
Yeah, he's playing as free as you can be at the moment, and I'd love to see it. He's dominating the game, and he's such a big guy, and he's doing extremely well on the defensive side of things, and that's what you want. And he's staying in the game, averaging 32 minutes a game. That's huge from a big guy.
It is indeed, and of course he's getting fantastic support from Jared Weeks, Ruben Tarangi, we mentioned Dalton, and of course Cam Glidden as well. They really do have a powerful lineup when they're at full strength on the court. These two teams last met in the league back in mid-May, May the 13th, and the Tuatara had a big win that night at home, 106-75. Weeks got 25 points, Lowe and Tarangi 24 that night. Auckland Tuatara haven't lost since May the 4th when they were beaten at home by the Nuggets. That dropped them to a 3-3 record at that time, Case, and now they're 13-3. Incredible.
Yeah, that loss, they put it behind them and they haven't looked back, and they've just been a dominating force, averaging 95 points per game, and only allowing their opponents to score 84.
Yeah, it's big wins right there as we get set for tip-off here in Napier. Thank you for joining us for this clash. Rob Lowe and Lee about to contest the tip as we are underway here in Hawke's Bay. And straight away it's Tuatara who get the ball through Glidden and Weeks. He's having a terrific season. He's another one who's hanging up, I think, his boots. Becoming an assistant coach at Tasmania. Reeks, well, it breaks down there with Tarangi, and here's an early turnover for Harris. Coming forward, Lee does well to keep it in the court, but his pass couldn't find Natai. Now here comes Dalton. Gets his own rebound, puts it back in.
And that's something that he's been so fundamentally sound on, getting that drive and finishing underneath. Charlie Dalton, great job, great execution on the offense.
Well, he's been averaging 10 points per game this season. The 18-year-old is having a terrific season, and what a prospect he is. And that's a nice little shot there from Jordan Natai.
Yeah, again, Jordan Natai is going to have to step up big tonight, as he has done this whole season, as Cam Glidden blaps a 3 in the face of the defender.
They've got offensive weapons right across their lineup. Have the Tuatara and Glidden. Look out if he gets hot. Natai. Now Lee up very high with Rob Lowe marking him. Good ball movement from Hunt. As Natai gives it to Hunt. Good pass back into Jordan Natai. Kenny will line up for 3, but he's left of the target there, and Lowe's tip just ends with the Tall Blacks teammate Jordan Natai. Lee. Oh, little left-handed hook shot. And he rolls it in nicely.
That's an old school hook shot. Love that from Ira Lee. Get that ball off the dribble, and he kept it extremely low when he released it. Got the finish.
Weeks looking to keep the pace up. And that's come off the foot there, I think, of one of those Hawks players. Shot clock's not going to reset to 14 seconds.
And you talk about pace, talk about Jared Weeks. He doesn't look like a guy that's ready to retire. His fitness levels and his speed on the floor, he looks just as fresh as the 20-year-olds out there.
Again, having a great season, really enjoying the environment that's been created by Young. Now Lowe's turned it over and Lee's picked up the loose ball. Natai. Now Harris. Looking for some solid rotations. Going to take Rob Lowe on here. There's Tall Black against Tall Black again. Harris. Nice move from Hiram Harris, and he does that so well, the Hawke's Bay Hawks captain.
Yeah, absolutely. He's patient underneath, and obviously teammates, so he knows the way Rob Lowe's going to defend him, and he just utilizes his time well. And again, the Tuatara being a little bit loose on offense with their passes. A couple of turnovers here.
Wow, that's the third turnover in the game already for the Tuatara. It's Jordan Hunt fights to keep the ball in the Hawke's Bay Hawks' possession, rather. It's Kenny.
Oh,
nice sweet shot there from Jared Kenny.
Beautiful three-point shot, great pass, great finish. And the Tuatara looking a little bit lax at the moment.
Harris has stolen the ball, and there's another two.
Well, this is the Hawke's Bay team that we were looking forward to watching tonight. They have the ability to put the pressure on and really generate a lot of turnovers for other teams. Just haven't seen it a lot at home this season.
Lowe's foul by Jordan Hunt, I think, as he drove to the hoop there. Watch Harris here. Pinch it right out of Turangi's hands, and thanks very much. Puts himself on the scoreboard, does Hiram Harris.
That's just great defense. Stole the cookies right from Tarangi. Tarangi was looking down the floor, wasn't expecting him to swipe it from him, but Harris, great job applying that pressure. And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to stay consistent throughout the whole game, keep that pressure on, and try to catch the Tuatara sleeping.
So Rob Lowe at the line. He's been going at 73% this season. He makes his two. So it's a 4-point game for the Hawks early here in Napier. These turnovers really hampering Auckland early. 4 in the match already. Lee from the TAB line. Lowe gets the rebound. A nice outlet pass to Glidden.
That was a great shot there by Ari Lee. He was wide open. Why not pop that shot?
Tarangi marked tightly by Kenny. Lowe looking to get a screen. They switch defenders nicely there, the Hawke's Bay players. Tarangi, and he almost loses the handle there. Weeks, shot clock down to 5 seconds. Tarangi, tough shot for him to make. Good D by Hawke's Bay.
Great defense by Hawke's Bay, shutting off their offense. Oh, and a great drive by Kenny. Again, we're talking about the Hawks D, but they're just as efficient on offense at the moment. All cylinders are firing, like we talked about earlier. Great first 5 minutes from Hawke's Bay. 4 minutes, sorry.
Yeah, well, Weeks misses the layup. We saw this from Canterbury last weekend too, didn't we? We got out to a lead, but then they were blown away in the second half. So Hawke's Bay know that sweaty palm time will come. Hunt, nice move.
Oh, beautiful little shoulder fake there. Drove to the baseline on Cam Glidden. Great finish by Jordan Hunt.
It's 2 and a fast break, nicely converted by Weeks. Wasn't impressed, no foul was called there. Harris kicks it back to Lee. And Lee, sweet from the outside. He's been going at 33%, so he does have a 3-point shot in him.
Look at this matchup. You've got two bigs that are lethal weapons from in and out.
Tarangi gets a 3-pointer to keep the Tuatara close-ish to Hawke's Bay early in this match.
Yeah, and you see the Hawke's Bay players after that basket talking to each other, telling each other to calm down, start talking on D, and just prize every possession, especially against this Tuatara team.
Well, Weeks, 6-point deficit. Here goes Glidden's shot. Rebounded by Lowe. He's a little bit trigger happy there, just couldn't quite get settled. And what's happened here? An off the ball foul here.
A technical
Foul as well.
Was it on Cam Glidden?
Don't know is the honest answer. We're just going to have to wait for that to click over on our box score sheet here. Let's have a look here. Glidden walking on to the right, then comes back. That's the 3-pointer we saw from him there.
So maybe he said a little something about it to the ref afterwards.
Yes, he has.
Yep, that got him the tee. I mean,
well, he reckons he was fouled putting up that 3-point shot.
well, it wasn't on the shot. It was actually after the shot. You saw he landed, and then I think he might have stepped on the defender's foot and fell back, or vice versa. And he was not happy about that, because when the shooter's shooting the three, you can't step into their cylinder. And I think that's what he was arguing with the ref. And you obviously can't argue with the ref, but on that shot,
you can.
Yeah, you can, but you gotta choose your words.
Well generally.
Yeah, choose your words.
Here's Lee. Rokawa out there now. So too is Pero Hunt for the Tuatara. Lee. Nice little fake there from Brook, who's out there too for the Hawks. And dropped over for Denham Brook, and here comes Tarangi. All space down the lane there. Oh, stolen away by Harris. And he looks to go coast to coast. He feeds it to Brook, who's fouled by Lawson. And he'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
That was beautiful defense, great recovery. Rob Lowe set an incredible on-ball screen, allowed Tarangi to drive into the hoop, but again, Hiram Harris was able to get a hand in there on defense and deflect that pass. Great recovery, and we find Denham Brook at the free throw line.
Well, Brook turned 27 yesterday. We hope for Hawke's Base. Hope he didn't have a big night last night.
Oh no, it's game on the line. There's no way he's out.
He'd probably have a couple tonight, maybe.
Maybe a Sunday sesh.
Exactly. 18-12. Brook's at the free throw line, and he's an 80% free throw shooter. So that's a rare miss for him in 2023. And the Hawks need every single opportunity converted in these games, and or in these options through this game here, if they want to really threaten the Tuatara. 7-point game to the home team. Made a wonderful start. Pero Hunt out there with Weeks. Oh, looking to give a bit of space here for Jared Weeks. Lawson now has it. Double teamed though, Lawson. And it's tipped to a Hawke's Bay player, and it's Rokawa. Jerome Rokawa. Nice pass. Harris with the reverse.
With the razzle-dazzle underneath. Hiram Harris, he's such a strong finisher under the basket. You saw it there. And a great find from Rokawa to Hiram Harris, who has been such a solid foundation for the Hawks team this year.
He has 6 points. And Weeks missing these layups. And here come the Hawke's Bay Hawks, looking to extend this 9-point advantage. Being stolen out of the hands there, and here comes Auckland Tuatara on the fast break. It's come off, I think, Harris there. It's going to be Tuatara ball.
Jared Weeks not stoked with the foul calls. Looking at his arms, he's probably got a few claw marks on there. And he's not one to turn the ball over very much, but they better watch out. They might get another technical if they keep talking to the refs, but the refs just allowing them to play at the moment, which is what you want for a basketball game. You don't want them calling every single foul.
You want the players to decide the outcome.
Exactly.
So 21-12, and at the moment the Tuatara are 4 from 10 from the field. They're only shooting at 40% early. Compare that to the Hawke's Bay team. They are shooting at 69%. So a big difference there, and that's why we've got the margin that we have, a 9-point game at the moment.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help when you turn the ball over 5 times compared to the Hawks 2. So again, they need to take care of the ball if they want to secure this win, actually.
Indeed, there's a long way to go in this game, and that's the offer from Sal's this week. That offer valid until Wednesday. Just chuck that online code HEAT into their website when you're ordering the large Fire Island pizza. I wonder how hot it is.
Jalapenos on there. It's gotta be. It's gotta be a burner.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Don't know if I've ever had jalapeno on a pizza, personally.
Yeah, I'd be keen to give it a try.
Well, there you go. Use the code.
21-12 it is. It's Harris with 6 points for the Hawks. Kenny has 5. Lee as well has 5. Tuatara at the moment. Glidden will want to get hot, and it's almost taken away. Dalton picked up the loose ball. So Low out of the game for the meantime. Oh, that is fantastic play from Cruz Pero Hunt right there.
That is a beautiful finish. Great drive by Cruz there, finishing over the top of the defense, taking the contact. As you see here, he drives into the right and then just that hook over the right shoulder. Beautifully done.
It's very good play from Hero Hunt. It's a three-point play for Pero Hunt. And he converts it nicely. It's back to a 6-point advantage for Hawke's Bay. McBride. A recent addition to the team, of course, is Natai. Good ball rotation by the Hawks as Rokawa gives it to Hunt. And Hunt, lovely rebound by Brooke. Rokawa's got it again. Looks to create something. That's good play from Daron Rokawa, and he rolls it in.
I love his play. He comes off the bench when he could easily be a starter for this Hawke's Bay team. I don't know if it's a preference or not, but when he comes off the bench, he is just dynamite for the Hawks team.
Yeah, they've got a great 1-2 punch with Kenny and Rokawa in their team. Huge experience amongst both those players. Weeks misses again. His shooting percentage is low given his high standards in this game. Can't find the basket at the moment. McBride, Hunt, and Rokawa lines up a three-pointer, and he buries that. Rokawa back-to-back field goals from him.
That's what, he just has that ability. Every game that I've watched at the Hawke's Bay, he just lights it up from the field. Oh, and then Cruz Pero Hunt with the answer back.
Great basket from Pero Hunt. Love how the home team don't react at all to any of the Tuatara baskets.
Not at all, and they need to keep that composure if they want to have a chance to steal a win from this Tuatara squad.
Plenty though for Ruben Tarangi to think about. 11-point game at the moment. This lead is as big as it's been in the match. 26 points in the first quarter is fantastic effort from Hawke's Bay. Rokawa, now McBride, Jordan Natai. Lost the pill, but it's going to be a foul.
A little bit of a late whistle there. They got Jared Weeks on the swipe underneath as Natai was driving to the hoop. He is not going to be stoked about that, as the same exact thing has been happening to him on the offensive end. So a little bit of frustration here from the Tuatara, but again, great job by Natai to get that ball inside, draw the foul, and get himself to the TAB.
He's one of the best free throw shooters going around. 85% is Jordan Natai, and he will be keen to convert both of these to get the Hawks back to this 11-point lead. Biggest scoring run for them is 9 in the first quarter. Everything going right for them so far in this match. They need to play good tough D though to keep the Tuatara quiet, because they know at some point they're going to heat up. Pero Hunt, who's been really good off the bench so far. Weeks settles himself for a three-pointer, and he strokes that one.
That's as beautiful as it gets. Completely calm, cool, collected. Kept his feet, did that pump fake, took one dribble to the left, knocked down a sweet three.
And that will give him confidence, because he was only 1 from 4 from the field prior to that shot.
Well, he's missing all the easy ones, making the tough ones.
That's right, Hunt. So Natai, good defense this time from the Tuatara, as Natai's forced to put up a three-pointer. Hunt got the rebound though, and the putback.
Hunt is absolutely cleaning up the boards on both ends of the floor. He's always there, getting his hands on the ball. I imagine he's probably on about 6 rebounds at the moment.
Well, he's on 4 points. Here's Lowe back out there. Glenn, a nice fake at the three-point line. Deep 2 doesn't drop, but Lowe with those long arms. That's the value right there of Rob Lowe.
Yeah, exactly. You can't let him clean up like that underneath. You got to get a body on him, because he has that ability to catch, keep that ball high, and get that soft touch for the easy 2.
Back for an 8-point game, and we've got an off-the-ball foul here, is it?
Yeah.
On Rokawa.
Yeah, he gave Jared Weeks a bit of a shove, and Jared Weeks probably did a great job of selling it. There was extension of the arms from Rokawa, but yeah, it's a pretty obvious call right in front of the referee.
Daron Rokawa, an opinionated man, just having a word to the referees. Oh, and Weeks just... Oh, there is some body contact going on between Rokawa and Weeks. 2 collisions off the ball there, and Weeks has it stolen out of his hands illegally, so it's a foul.
I think Rokawa's trying to set up the flop and say that Jared Weeks is flopping every time he runs into him, throwing his head back a little bit, trying to get another cheap foul against Rokawa, and he's not having it. He's telling the ref exactly what he thinks.
And now Weeks is having a chat to another ref. It's all going off here with Weeks and Rokawa. Rokawa's probably telling one ref, hey, you got to watch what he's doing. And Weeks is telling the other, hey, you got to watch what he's doing.
I reckon they just need to have a little debate with one ref, the one that's making the calls. Both of you go to him and then plead your cases and hope for the best.
TAB still have that offer though. Deposit $10, get a $50 bonus bet. Bet responsibly, folks. Now, last play of the first quarter. And Weeks trying to create room for himself to put up the last shot, and it's not going to drop. Very successful quarter here in Napier for the home team. They enjoy an 8-point lead. It is 30-22. Well, I hope you're enjoying this match here. It's been a great start to the contests, two attacking-minded teams, and it's Hawke's Bay leading Auckland 30-22. Still a lot of time left in this contest. Harris leading the scorers for Hawke's Bay with 6. Jared Kenny and Ira Lee and Daron Rokawa have 5 each. And for the Tuatara, it's actually Jared Weeks and Cruz Pero Hunt off the bench with 5 points each. But story of that first quarter, Kaysen, has been the field goal percentage from Hawke's Bay, 66%.
They're shooting the lights out at the moment. They're 81% from two-point range, 42% from the three-point line, and not shooting that well from the free throw line. But again, early stages, keep your eyes on Jared Weeks and Daron Rokawa, as they had a little bit of a physical scrap. Not really, but they're getting physical underneath, and it'll be a matchup to watch.
Well, they're not marking each other at the moment. Kenny misses the 3. Rokawa all over Cruz Pero Hunt here. Pero Hunt brings it forward. Glidden. Good pass right over to Tarangi.
Oh.
Tarangi buries the three-pointer. That's his second 3 of the game.
Beautiful vision there from Pero Hunt, and again, Tarangi, way to knock that 3 down, wide open in the corner.
Cuts the lead to 5. This is the smallest lead it's been now for a while. It was out to 11, remember, at one stage. Rokawa. Harris trying to set him up here. Harris gets it back. Kicks it back out to Kenny. The shot clock down to 3. And it's expired, actually. So good defense that time by the Tuatara.
Yeah, great defense. And we talk about consistency a lot in the Sal's NBL. And usually the team that's the most consistent wins, right? So the Hawke's Bay Hawks need to stay consistent, just like they were in the first quarter, and not have those lapses on offense.
Tarangi. Oh, he's lost it. Stone cold there. Kenny picks it up, or was Harris picking it up? And now Natai picked up by Lee. Oh, he went for the showtime when he could have actually just rebounded it.
Yeah, you know, go for the highlight reel. Why not this early in the game? Maybe if it was the fourth quarter, grab that ball and secure the 2 points, but this early on, might as well try to throw it down.
Just got a little excited there for a little bit Ira Lee. Weeks Feeding low, that's good play. They broke down the defense nicely, and Glidden helps himself to 2 points.
Yeah, and a great timeout call here by the Hawke's Bay Hawks. Tuatara have rhythm right now. They've got momentum on their side. They're only down 3, and they started the quarter. They were up by 8. So again, the consistency on offense and defense needs to be there. You cannot have those mental lapses. That was an easy basket. It's way too easy.
Well, Auckland have outscored Hawke's Bay 5-0 so far in this quarter. So Bartlett wants that to stop. And I agree, good timeout called by him.
Yeah, great timeout. And the Tuatara, great recognition of the laps on defense. And that's a team, they're veterans, right? It doesn't matter how much you're beating them by, they're going to find a way back into the game because they have the composure, they have the basketball smarts, they're going to fight their way back into the game. You know, it doesn't matter what happened in the previous quarter, every quarter is new. Okay, so you can't carry on, you can't gloat about having a great first quarter because they're going to come back and spank you in the second, like they're doing right now.
Like I touched on, Canterbury probably got excited last week when they got out to a very good lead. And it was tight at half-time, but then Tuatara just took over. Their machine really started to click.
I mean, just look at the lineup that they have out there right now as well. I mean, Cruz Hunt, he's having himself a game tonight. He's contributing well. Jared Weeks has always been a solid player for them. And obviously, Rob Lowe, Tarongi, you can't say enough about these players. So, again, if you're the Hawks, you cannot be caught sleeping.
And Lee under the basket. Nice left-hand layup there. Lee has 7 points.
Yeah, that's a great matchup down low. Ira Lee, you look at him, he's got a little bit of size on Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's got the length, but Ira Lee, he's just built different.
Got plenty of athleticism too, Ira Lee. Son of an NFL player. Here is Weeks. He's short with that shot. And Jared Kenny unloads Lee and says, do it again, lad, and he has.
Look at the way he runs the floor. Like you talked about, he's got that athleticism, able to find that open running lane down the flooring with the left-hand finish.
Weeks drives, and he's fouled by Lee. So Jared Weeks, the veteran player, will go to the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, look at his size compared to everybody else. Probably the smallest guy out there besides their own, but he'll go up against anyone. He'll drive into the lane. Doesn't matter how big you are. If you're 8 feet tall, Jared Weeks is going to take it to you, and he can finish. He's just that veteran player. Again, looking like one of the fittest guys on the floor, and probably one of the oldest.
Well, Tuatara coach Aaron Young's gone for size in this lineup. Lawson checking in, and Lowe staying on.
I like that. I like that matchup.
Well, Lowe's equally adept as a power forward as well. Weeks misses the first free throw. 79% he's been going from the TAB line this season.
I mean, if you're the Hawks, the people that you want out of the game is this guy right here at the TAB and Rob Lowe. Those are one of their 2 main players. And I think the big lineup is to hopefully get the ball into Ira Lee and try to get them into foul trouble.
There is Lee. Trying to tip it back in, but it's fallen for Weeks. And Weeks needs some reinforcements. Back singlets back there is Low. Little hacking foul there, I think from Jared Kenny, number 6.
Yeah, those are the frustrating fouls that you don't want to give. I mean, you didn't even really get a decent foul on him. It was just kind of a lazy reach over. You get him on the arm, and the refs are going to call that every time. It's just unfortunate. And now they're shooting. They're in the bonus.
Kenny reckons, look at that, Kenny reckons he was hit as Lowe lines up these free throws.
Jordan Natai shoving him away from the ref. Definitely don't want to get any technicals or any silly fouls right now, especially with the lead as small as it is.
Well, there are a lot of Tall Blacks teammates out there playing across both teams. As Harris caught in possession by the halfway line. Natai back to give him a hand. Bounce pass into Jordan Hunt. Kenny fakes a 3. Natai on the pass, shot clock down to 6 seconds, and Hunt off the left hand. Nicely done by Jordan Hunt. He has 6 in the game now. Beautiful
little finish there by Hunt, and again, that's where the Hawks have been excellent tonight. Get that ball inside, right underneath, get that nice little soft touch over the front of the rim.
Here's Lawson, marked by Hunt. Oh, big power move there from Joe Lawson. That's his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, great drive by Lawson. Way to use his size, just body the defender up, get that finish underneath.
Ngatai wide open in the corner, and he doesn't miss. Jordan Ngatai.
Such a sweet stroke from Ngatai. He's got that ability. As you say, he's one of the highest percentage free throw shooters in this competition, but as well as the three-point line, he's lighting it up at 33%.
Well, there goes Glidden from the three-point line. That's his second three from the game, and again, the Tuatara come back. Margin's just 4 points. Ngatai, touch off him to make over Rob Lowe there. Fortunate to get the ball back through Harris. And now Kenny will settle it down for Lee. And Lee is starting to dominate under the basket.
Oh, I love that. Great recognition of the mismatch. You had Jared Weeks on you. Get that ball to Ira Lee. Let him slam it down his throat. Well done by Ira Lee.
Well, Ira Lee's having quite the second quarter. He's on double figures now. Look at Glidden, wide open here. But sometimes you miss the ones when you're wide open.
Those are the hardest ones to make. Pressure's on. You're like, oh, there's no reason why I should miss this one. And you always sometimes end up missing it.
Well, Kenny created space for himself beautifully there with just a little hard off the glass. Here's Weeks putting the foot down. Lawson, who did that power move a moment ago. Interesting matchup with Harris trying his best. And it's a three-second violation. Well defended by Hiram Harris.
Hiram Harris, do not count him out. He is a strong man underneath. You can see him, he cleans up the boards. He has that ability physically underneath. And when he gets under there, he is tough to go against, both defensively and offensively.
Plenty to think about for Aaron Young at the moment.
This Hawks team came to play.
Well, their season's on the line. We mentioned that yesterday in that game against the Airs and the Bulls. The season on the line for the Airs. They didn't get the win. Tipped away, and that's an unfortunate tip there for the Tuatara. Turangi's got it. Chance for them to shut that lead down again. Dalton back out there. He's been fouled by McBride, who can't believe the call.
Yeah, that was an obvious foul. He was reaching in. He had his hand. So a little bit of a key to your defense. You don't want to have your palm facing down because that's going to be an obvious reach every single time. When you're out there guarding Charlie Dalton, get your palms up because he is a threat everywhere, Charlie Dalton, but he's more of a threat on the drive than he is on the three.
Bride putting pressure on. Oh, that's very patient play. Love that from Pero Hunt.
It was so smooth. Great job. He handled the pressure so well. Was able to break through it. McBride not happy with the defense right now.
And there is a three-point attempt from Brook. He didn't nail it, and there's the rebound from Lawson. 4-point game. It was 8 at quarter time. Lawson across to Glidden, back to Pero Hunt, who's having a fine game off the bench here for the Tuatara. Love his composure. And there's a little fadeaway jump shot. He's short on that one, but Harris, who's having an excellent game for the Hawks, he generally rarely plays a bad game. Hiram Harris. Here's McBride. Texan. Jordan Hunt. And now they'll settle it down. For a play is Ngatai.
Oh.
Well, in fact, that's not Ngatai, that's Harris.
What a beautiful stroke.
Was that a three?
It was a three.
Wow, Hiram Harris. I wonder if he had his toenail on the line there, but he didn't. Big play there from Harris. As the lead goes back to 7, so Tuatara have been threatening to come back. Then the Hawks just ease clear again.
That's exactly what you want, especially at home. They have been struggling, to say the least, at home this season. And the last time they won at home was the last game. And before that, they struggled to win at home. But again, they're using that momentum, carrying it into this game. And they look like the best Hawks team I've seen so far this season.
44-37. Now we're just almost 10 days away from finals weekend coming up at near the end of the month from the Truss Arena here in Auckland. Tickets still on sale. The NBL Finals, Cells NBL Finals for 2023, presented by GJ Gardner Homes. We know most of the teams that are going to be contesting that finals weekend. Tuatara, if they drop this game, might still have to win that last one to confirm their top spot, but they're looking pretty solid for a top 2 finish. So, still plenty to play for here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you've had such a successful season, you want to finish strong. And Coach Aaron talked about that at the beginning of the game. It's business part of the season. So now more than ever, you've got to be locked in. If you want that top spot, you got to fight for it, because every team is going to be fighting to try to take you down.
Chris McIntosh is out there now for the Tuatara. Here he is handling the ball. He's into the game for the first time. There's Weeks, Lawson, Dalton, and also Hero Hunt still there. Lawson almost losing it. Picked up by McIntosh, and now Lawson. And it's nicely judged shot there from Joe Lawson.
A great recovery. He was bodied pretty hard inside there, thrown off balance, but then he was able to collect himself and get that finish.
Bry can't get the little teardrop to fall. And Lawson with the rebound. To a 5-point game. Weeks. Lawson, nice move from Lawson. Oh, Hunt defended it, but it's there. Put back in by Dalton.
And that's something, he's so sneaky, Charlie Dalton. He just hangs around long enough to get that offensive board and get the putback.
Well, that undid all the good work from Jordan Hunt. He did brilliantly to stop Lawson there.
Yeah,
without conceding the foul.
Absolutely. And it's just, you know, when you think you're going to get the rebound, you always need to make sure you put a body on your opponent. You have to get an arm on them, turn around, seal them off, and secure the rebound. But again, any lapse of judgment on defense, the Tuatara are going to capitalize on it.
Well, the Hawks did lead by 11 points at one stage. It's now just 3, and it's been a grind back for the Tuatara. They've just chipped away, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They've done an excellent job. But again, we talked about it. They're a team that's not going to go away. If they're down, they're going to fight like hell to get back into the game. And they weren't even down by that much. So again, the Hawks have to stay consistent and stick to their strengths.
That lead of 11 was back in the first quarter with 1:55 left. So it's taken them a while to come right back into this contest, the Tuatara. From their top lineup out on court at the moment too. Dalton, Weeks, McIntosh, Pero Hunt and Lawson. Lowe, Tarangi and Glidden on the bench at the moment.
I mean, it's just smart coaching, you know? You want to save 3 of your big 5 players, you know, because you've got a tournament coming up and you want to win it all, so pretty smart keeping them fresh.
Jared Kenny for Hawke's Bay. Rokawa out there with him. So it's interesting to see both those guys out there. Harris for a 3-pointer. And Weeks grabbing the rebound.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Hiram Harris, and he has that ability to knock it down in the corner, as we saw earlier, but just fell a little bit short.
Hero Hunt works off Dalton. Ooh, Weeks. Harris almost stole it as Dalton drives and smashed by Harris.
Harris is everywhere. He's got his hands all over everything, getting the rebound, deflections on passes, and getting a shot block as Rokawa answers back with a 3. Exactly what the Hawke's Bay Hawks needed.
That was a really good shot from Daron Rokawa. That looked good from the moment it left his hand. Back to a 6-point game. Rokawa has 8 points off the bench. He's been averaging 15 this season. Weeks for a 3. Great response.
And that's exactly what the Tuatara have the ability to do. Just as soon as you're feeling great about yourselves, they come back, get you right back with another 3.
Rokawa. Lovely pass back into Ira Lee. That was beautiful from Rokawa.
Yeah, beautiful distribution. Great catch and handle by Ira Lee. Fumbled the pass ever so slightly, but was able to recover it and get that finish.
Lee has 13 points. He leads all scorers in the game. Lawson. Just under 90 to play until halftime. Dalton. Going to work on Hunt here. Dalton, the 18-year-old, can't drop it. And Lee with the rebound.
That was a sweet little in and out dribble there by Charlie Dalton. Just left it a little bit short.
Lee's 5th rebound in the game to go with his 14 points or 13 points. And there's an off-the-ball foul here.
Chris McIntosh, I think, got a little bit handsy there on Daron. Again, Theron has that veteran experience, and he knows how to set it up to try to draw that foul.
The thing I love about Rokawa, he is a competitor.
Oh, absolutely. He's so solid, and he has been this entire season.
Lee. 1 minute to play in the second quarter. Hawke's Bay looking to get that lead back up to what it was at quarter time as Rokawa again weights the shot superbly. He goes to 10 points.
To my naked eye, that almost looked like a travel. I think he might have picked up his left foot, but he got away with it.
Well, the referee was right there, Lawson. Cross court it goes to Glidden, who's back out there. Tarangi are back out there and low now. Aaron Young's had enough. He's got his big guns back out there, and that's why.
And it's exactly what Rob Lowe does. He has that ability to come back into the game after sitting out for a little while, get an easy 2.
Well, a much needed 2 points there for the Tuatara. They went cold a little bit there for a while. Rokawa, Kenny, now Lee with a deep range 2. Weeks there with a rebound.
Yeah, if you're Ira Lee, I would rather see him back Rob Lowe down. You know, go body to body with him. Rob Lowe, again, he's a smart defender. He's not going to foul you. He's probably going to try to block your shot. But again, I'd like to see that matchup. Take it inside. And Jared Weeks with a sweet reverse layup.
Well, that's going to give the Hawks the opportunity, though, for the last play. Got a Sky City player timeout. Have we with 1.8 seconds left? Yes, we have. So what are they going to cook up here with 1.8 seconds to play? That was a big play from Jared Weeks right there, actually, Kaysen.
Oh, absolutely. He's obviously been struggling just ever so slightly on the close finishes underneath the basket, and to see that one go in had to be a great feeling.
He's 3 from 8 in the game. Weeks has 11 points, in fact 4 from 9 now. The Hawks lead, as I touched on, was 8 at the end of the first quarter, 30-22. Now closing right up, and they can get 2 more here. Just give themselves that breathing space heading into halftime. So Kenny. Oh, that was beautifully boxed out by Tarangi, but it's off him out of court. So there's still going to be a play here for the Hawks.
As you saw, Rokawa was trying to shove the defender up, but the defender wasn't going anywhere. They were just a little bit too strong.
Lee with a quick shot, and it's there. Beautifully done by Ira Lee. What a wonderful quarter from him. He's been the absolute star for the Hawks in the second quarter as they ease to a 5-point lead at halftime. They lead the top of the table, Auckland Tuatara, 53-48. Half-time here in Hawke's Bay. Hope you're enjoying the game from Napier with the Hawke's Bay Hawks up against the Auckland Tuatara. We have a Hawke's Bay lead of 5 points at half-time. Now, Ira Lee's leading all scorers with 15 points case, and 10 of them came in that second quarter.
Yeah, well, in that second quarter, Rob Lowe had a bit of a rest, so he took full advantage of not having that massive presence of Rob Lowe inside, and he did a great job keeping that lead for the Hawks. And Daron Rakawa did a great job as well. As you see, Jared Weeks finding his rhythm, Cam Glennon obviously shooting the ball well, as he always does, and Rob Lowe having a bit of a quiet first half, but again, he had some time on the bench. And Jordan Hunt, he's done a great job cleaning up the boards on both sides of the floor. Ira Lee as well.
And Harris.
Yeah, and Harris, he's been amazing on defense. He's had his hands on all the passes, getting his hand in there off the dribble, creating a lot of turnovers by himself a lot of the time.
Well, you touched on Rokawa. Remember, off the bench, 10 points. His assists have been very good too. He's got 3. And Harris, look at that, 5 steals. We talk about how effective he is defensively right now.
Yeah, he's always got his head on a swivel when he's on the defensive side of things. He just knows where the ball is. He knows where his man is, and he has that ability to read the passing lane so well. And to get his hand in there on the dribble, like we talked about earlier. And again, the stats show it. He's got 5 steals.
The question now, though, is can the Hawks Not far away from the start of the second half here in Napier. Tuatara and the Hawke's Bay Hawks. Last time these two teams met, remember, it was a big win for the Tuatara back in mid-May, 106-75. Quite a different game unfolding this afternoon, Kaysen.
Oh yeah, completely different ball game. The Hawke's Bay Hawks have come out firing, obviously, with the lead going into the half. Let's see if they can keep that fire going in the second half to try to shut down this Tuatara squad.
53-48 at the moment. Leading the scorers is Ira Lee with 15 points. Their own Rokawa has 10. And we have Jared Weeks leading for the Tuatara with 11. That's the table again for you. So if Hawke's Bay can go on and win this game, they'll go to 14 points, join the Saints. But the Saints have a much superior points differential after their big win over the Jets. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a massive game.
Big win for the Saints. But if the Hawke's Bay Hawks can go on, then Nelson will have some work to do, and the Tuatara will also have some work to do to win the minor premiership. So still plenty at stake with the second half coming up.
I know, only about 2 games left, or 1 game left for most teams, and we still don't know. There's no clear-cut ladder, except for the Tuatara being at the top 2.
Exactly. So every game is vital coming up over the next week, and Manawatu's game against the Canterbury Rams coming up at 6 o'clock is going to be critical for the Jets. Guess if they win, they might still mathematically have a chance.
Yeah.
Canterbury look like they're going to finish 4th.
Yeah, I think so as well. And the Jets, unfortunately, had Danny Pippen out only 11 minutes into the game last night. An unfortunate call with a little bit of a scrap happening underneath between himself and Dane Samuel. And Pippen, unfortunately, got that foul called on him, threw him out of the game. And the results kind of showed his presence was missing because they lost by a hefty amount.
Did indeed. They were absolutely thumped in the end, the Jets, in that game against the Saints. So, big crowd in here again for this match. Now we look at the Tuatara. Coach Aaron Young won't mind this, actually. You know, it's easy to get complacent when you win 10 in a row. Nothing like a game late in the regular season to just bring your team back to work, down to earth, and really just focus them up with the big games coming up in 10 days.
They've been riding the winning high, you know, 10 consecutive wins in the NZNBL because there's such a limited amount of games. 10 wins in a row is massive, and they've been riding that high for a long time, and the Hawke's Bay Hawks are hopeful to take them down off that high to try to increase their chances of climbing up the ladder. I hope that's non-alcoholic.
Indeed, I wonder what that is he's drinking. So anyway, rock juice probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. Probably just some electrolytes.
Exactly. So the Hawks, 5-point margin. They have led pretty much right from the start of the game. The lead was as big as 11 with just under 2 to play in the first quarter. Auckland Tuatara chipping away at that lead, but the Hawks' resilience has been good to this point. They've stuck there and not let that lead concede easily.
Well, when you've got Rob Lowe back in the game, they're going to look to go to him, and he's going to finish the ball. So Ira Lee's got a tough challenge ahead of him, trying to shut him down and not give the Tuatara some easy looks.
Let's see, Weeks and Dalton back out there. Kenny, Jordan Hunt. Likely both teams are going back to their starting 5 as we get set for the start of the third quarter. Of course, Charlie Dalton is going to be off to American University. In fact, he's going to Canada, isn't he? At the end of the season. We're into the year to start a college career. The 18-year-old Lowe. That's Glidden, and he's injured. Struggling to get up. Play's going to have to stop. Cam Glidden copying one in the cheek there. The Aussie veteran.
Yeah, that's tough coming off the screen. Rob Lowe set a great screen. Great use of his bum to clear the space, as you'll see here. Able to spin on that screen.
Just caught one there from Jordan Natai. He stayed down to look for that foul.
Yeah, I mean, why not? If you fall down, you got to try to sell it a little bit.
It didn't work though, did it?
No, it didn't.
Maybe the referees missed that one.
Well, I'm not sure because the pivot by Rob Lowe might have been an offensive foul, so maybe it was a good no call from the
Tarangi
refs.
for a 3, and there's his 3rd of the game. Tarangi is going great beyond the arc. A great start to the second half for the Tuatara. And he's 100% 3 from 3 from three-point range, Tarangi. Back to a 2-point game. Lee. Here's Ngatai thinking about responding with a three-pointer, and Lee has been the last player to touch the ball there.
Yeah, unfortunately there's a great setup there by Jordan Ngatai, just a little bit strong on the pass, and Lee not expecting it, a little bit high over his head. Unfortunate knock off the head, out of bounds. Back to the Tuatara.
Oh, chance here for the Tuatara to potentially take the lead here. Here's Lowe. Lowe misses that three-pointer, and Hunt with those long arms of his has the rebound.
Yeah, he's doing a great job on the boards. Jordan Hunt getting underneath there and securing the rebound for the Hawks.
Harris gives it to Lee. Hunt looking for Ngatai to make a cut down towards the basket. Didn't happen as Kenny cools it down. Shot clock down to 5. Jared Kenny from the free throw line. There's a good shot right there from Jared Kenny.
Oh, great shot by the veteran against Charlie Dalton. Off one leg, finish over the top. Great finish. And again, Hiram Harris getting his hand over every pass.
And Tarangi's just lost it out of court there, I think. But the referees have ruled Hunt, I think, maybe got in there with a little fingertip.
And Tarangi letting him know. He's like, yeah, you might have got me there, bud. But no call by the refs. Great no call. Tuatara end up back with the ball.
Last time the Tuatara led was when the score was 5 points to 2. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Right at the start of the game, they get back in front. Weeks to inbound it. And Glidden almost gives them the lead. In fact, close within one. Got a little excited there, Kaysen, didn't I?
The three-pointers seem to be a little bit too open, so the Hawks need to apply a little bit more pressure on the perimeter and not allow them to get the easy looks from behind the arc, because the Tuatara have the ability to knock it down.
Ngatai back to Jordan Hunt. Here's Harris. He has a three-pointer in the game. Harris. Yeah, it was a tough basket to make that one. Low with the easy rebound for the Tuatara.
Yeah, just a little bit off balance there. He didn't really know what he was going to do. Took a couple of steps and then Tarangi couldn't knock it down, but again.
Here's Low for a three this time. They're keen to pull the trigger from beyond the arc.
If you're that open, again, the Hawks need to get in their face with those two shooting from beyond the arc. You've got to have a hand in their face. Don't give it to them wide open.
Kenny, here is Ira Lee. Harris for 3. Just a touch short, and Weeks salvages it, but only just.
Yeah, great save, great hustle there. It was a good shot, but excellent hustle by Jared Weeks, keeping that ball alive.
Good pass back into Rob Lowe. Now look at Glidden. He's wide open, and he's not missing Cam Glidden.
Well, I was watching the defense on that play, and there was 4 Hawks players underneath, collapsing on Rob Lowe. 2 of them had their hands up in the air. As you'll see here on the replay, Ira Lee's got his hands in the air. Hiram Harris, Ngatai, and Hunt were all underneath. I don't think, Rob Lowe's great. He's a great player, but I don't think you need 4 defenders on him to shut him down.
Good smart timeout called by Evra Bartlett again.
Yeah, again, you got to try to break this rhythm. Tuatara, again, finding their composure, cutting this lead, and if you're the Hawks, it's a very smart timeout by the coach.
Back to just a single point now as we look at that large Fire Island pizza again. Ooh, it's coming up to dinner time, isn't it, Kaysen?
Yeah, I'm actually wondering what I'm going to eat tonight.
But there you go. Put that code in and enjoy that large Fire Island pizza, which apparently gets steam coming out of your ears.
It looks like it. I mean, I guess that's me for the week if I get one of those pizzas. They're extremely big.
They are, aren't they? So plenty for Coach Aaron Young to relay to his team here. Done a great job to chip away. They've got, as I touched on, nothing like a good, they might win ugly in this game, Kaysen. Let's see over the next 17 minutes of playing time left in this game, but you can learn a lot from an ugly win, can't you?
Absolutely. And like we talked about, they've been superb this whole season. They've been on a streak, and the Hawks are doing a great job challenging them and giving them, bringing them down from that high. And you're pulling for the Hawks because they've struggled at home the whole season. But again, the top team, do they have the ability to pull out an ugly win, like you said?
Well, Lee stood on the baseline. Well, the ball rotation was really good there for the Hawks, but until right at the end when they lost all the space.
Yeah, no spacing and a tough angle to make that pass to a big guy falling out of bounds. Not the best play.
Hawke's Bay have only scored 2 points in this quarter so far, as Auckland tighten right up in the first 3.5 minutes. Here's Weeks looking to give his team the lead, and he almost did, and somehow didn't drop.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drive by Weeks. That's what one of his strengths, one of his many strengths, I should say, is driving in and getting that finish.
Here's Harris going baseline, kicking it out to Ngatai. And now Harris taking up position in the corner. And Lee's going to pick up the loose ball. Yes, he is. So a second chance here for Hawks. Harris. Hunt. That's a 4-point attempt. And Lowe is going to grab the rebound.
I mean, they had every opportunity in the world. They just couldn't capitalize. Got the offensive rebound, slowed it down, just couldn't get the ball in the hoop.
Lowe. Lovely pass, blocked there by Jordan Hunt. Harris has got it for the Hawks. Great D by Hunt again. A couple of big boards from him as Kenny goes baseline. Lee want to put up the mid-range jump shot that time. Lovely little pass into Hunt. That's good play. Hunt tips it in second time.
Great job by Hunt to stay with that one when you've got Rob Lowe coming in on the glass. Oh, and they got the ball back.
How did that happen?
I was too busy talking. I missed the play.
Exactly. I was ticking off 2 points on my score sheet for Jordan Hunt and looked up and they had the ball again. And now a foul by, I think, Jared Weeks there.
Well, let's see a G.J. Gardner-Holmes replay on that last one. I think they sneakily put the full court pressure on and were able to cause a turnover.
Hawke's Bay Hawks still hanging on to this lead.
Just by a thread.
Harris did well, and Lee. Just a little foul there. Not much contact there on Ngatai by Jared Weeks, but it was right under the nose of the ref.
Yep, just enough.
Brook back out there now for the Hawks. He has his hands on the ball now, puts up a three-pointer. And Lowe with another rebound, and a quick outlet pass to Glidden. Down to Lawson. And rolls it in, does Joe Lawson.
Yeah, that's a great mismatch there by Joe Lawson. Great recognition. Take that up against Brook, get that soft finish, and get the roll.
Ngatai goes baseline. Good move from Jordan Ngatai. Good strong move by the power forward.
Yeah, great job by Ngatai. That's something that the Hawks Bay Hawks need to do. Get that ball inside and go toe-to-toe with the defenders because they've got the size. Just need to use that physicality and get to the hoop.
Speaking of physicality, Lowe looking there. And there goes Pero Hunt, who's having a terrific game off the bench. He's got double digits now, 10 points.
And we've got a tie ball game.
59 apiece. Hunt. Lawson almost got in and pinched it.
Great defense there by Lawson. It was a hell of a pass from the outside down to Hunt. Just couldn't grab it, unfortunately, but great defense by Joe Lawson.
He's working hard. All these Tuatara players are working hard. The Hawks try again. Rokawa. Just a little astray that time, and now here's the opportunity right here for the league leaders to take the lead in this match. Dalton, and it's a shooting opportunity from the TAB line with Jordan Hunt giving up the foul.
For a youngster playing amongst the experienced players of the Tuatara team, Charlie Dalton just steps up massively for this team. You wouldn't guess that he's 18-year-old. He's an 18-year-old, except maybe the mullet might give it away. Yeah. But you just saw his drive to the basket. He took it in strong against Jordan Hunt and was able to get himself to the TAB. And that's just a testament to the type of player that he is. He is scrappy and he fights hard for every basket. And he just can't get that first one to fall.
They're wanting to get the lead here, the Tuatara. First time since they were up 5-2, and they do. They take a 1-point lead in the game. that free throw through Charlie Dalton. 60-59. It's been a long haul back for the Tuatara after they were down by 11 in the first quarter. Hunt. Interesting to see how Hawke's Bay handle this moment too now. They've lost the lead. Lovely fake there by McBride. G created space for himself well, but he missed the jump shot.
Looked good. It was in and out. And great use of the pump fake, getting the defender off their feet. Just couldn't capitalize.
Tarangi has time to line up that three-pointer. And McBride's got the loose ball and off he goes. Natai. McBride for three. That looks good from the hand, that one. He's on the board, Bryce McBride.
That was a beautiful shot there. And great recognition from his teammates to find him on the wing. His ability to knock down the three is massive for the Hawke's Bay.
Back go the Hawks in front. Glidden creates space nicely for Dalton there. Gets his own rebound too, and he's fouled by Natai. Again, excellent work by the teenager.
Yeah, he just works his tail off. He doesn't give up on any play, especially on one of his own missed shots. He is going to stay around and try to get that offensive rebound, just like he did there. I love his energy, and I love his effort from
Dalton,
the young guy.
Touched on him. He's off to North America soon to begin a college career. He's actually going to the same school that Cam Glidden went to, Concordia University in Montreal.
That's exciting.
So looking forward to seeing him over the next few years. Now Pero Hunt. That would have equaled his season's high score of 13 points, but he missed it. Here comes Rokawa putting the foot down. Blocked there by Glidden. And Lawson picks up the ball.
Hey, great defense there by Cam Glidden, but that's what I want to see more from the Hawks when they get those turnovers, to push the ball in transition.
Dalton feeds Lawson, who's hammered by about 4 players. He had to be fouled, surely.
Yeah, well, no, jump ball. It was a good call.
Wow.
They all elevated, and I don't know whose hands were on top, but it definitely was a jump ball. He just kind of fell at the end.
Wow, interesting call there. You like it?
I like that one. You'll see here. Yeah. Oh, we lost it, but he definitely had a hand on it. There might have been a little bit of contact, but 3-on-1, it's going to be hard to stay to land with no one underneath of you.
McBride brings it down court. Hawke's Bay. Rokawa under some heat there from Pero Hunt. Here's McBride. Rokawa. He could have put up the three-pointer there. Oh, lovely pass to Lee. And it's going to an and-one situation, and Ira Lee loves it.
Loves the and-one. What a tough finish with Joe Lawson on him. Great find here by Rokawa. Great drive in, as you see there, and Ira Lee able to put it down. And boy, I love to see it.
Stuff from Lee. He now has 17 points in the game.
Well, when you're the Hawks team and you see Rob Lowe on the bench, get the ball inside to Ira Lee. Let him go to work against Joe Lawson. I like our odds as the Hawks against Joe Lawson rather than the shot blocking abilities of Rob Lowe.
Disappointed not to get the free throw there, Ira Lee, but it's still a 4-point lead for the Hawks. Weeks. A bit of rest. He's back out there now. Feeding Dalton. Tough shot there. Good D by Harris. Very good defender, isn't he?
He's excellent. He can guard anybody on the floor. He's a utility player. He can guard the biggest man on the floor or the smallest man on the floor. He's got the athleticism, he's got the strength. He's just an excellent defender.
Here's McBride, and he's starting to warm to the occasion. He has 5 points now.
Oh, that's someone you want to get going. Bryce McBride, he's an excellent player. And if you can get him going, this Hawks team is going to be tough to stop.
Nice little 7-0 run now for the Hawks, as they ease back to a 6-point margin, and Weeks rattles it in.
And again, we talk about the ability of the Tuatara to just crush your hopes and dreams when you get going on a streak, but they're going to answer right back, as they did there with Jared Weeks.
Well, last minute coming up of the third quarter. It was a 5-point game. Rokawa strokes it from well beyond the arc. Beautiful putback, and the foul there from Denenbrook. What a play.
Another one. Great job by Denenbrook to stick with that one, to get the and one. Jared Weeks on the foul.
Those little 1%ers are just falling Hawke's Bay's way in this game.
Oh, absolutely. But it's a testament to they're just hanging around, you know. They're not falling back. they're just staying in because they know the effort level has to be there on offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, especially when you've got the likes of Lawson and Lowe in the game. Two massive bodies. Again, they're just gonna have to keep crashing the boards and keep capitalizing on those second chance shots.
Brooke has 4 points in the game now with that three-point play. Tarangi. And Pero Hunt. Can't get that one. And Lee, another rebound for him.
That's lucky for the Hawks there. Nobody was guarding him.
Still a couple of plays left in this quarter. Oh, McBride, quick three-point shot. And it's going to be Glidden with the uncontested rebound.
That was a bit of a heat check for him. He's been on a roll. Might as well try to throw it up with that much time.
Tarangi is fouled as he drove down the left lane. Tarangi, all 9 of his points have been three-pointers. He's going to go to the line to shoot a couple here. Still only 28, Ruben Tarangi. He's played over 300 games in the Aussie NBL now.
It's an impressive career.
Yeah, the Breakers, the Bullets, the Phoenix. Debuted for New Zealand all the way back in 2013. This is the first free throw.
You talked about his points coming from the three-point land. He's shooting 39% on the year. That's a pretty decent percentage from the three-point land. And from the free throw line, he's shooting about 69%. So he's better from range, I'd say.
Yeah, and he's got 10 points in the game now. So Hawke's Bay have one more play here. There's a slight differential of a couple of seconds between the shot and the game clock as we close in on the end of the third quarter. Rokawa looking for space, and there's a little reach in there from Charlie Dalton.
I love the relentless pressure, though, from Charlie Dalton. That is not an easy task. You're on an island by yourself with you and the point guard, and you've got to be on because that point guard is trying to blow by you. Great use of his athleticism out there, but just unfortunately got that foul in the end.
Dalton's first personal in the game. Rokawa to inbound with 8 seconds left. So they will have the last shot now. And Lee, not impressive. Let's see what the Tuatara can do here. And there goes the 3 attempt from Tarangi. It's not going to drop. So it's three-quarter time, and it's still Hawke's Bay hanging tough. They've maintained their half, or their 5-point lead that they had at the half, and head into the final quarter leading 69-64. It's a fascinating finish coming up here in Napier, with Hawke's Bay leading by 69-64. Ira Lee continues to lead all scorers in the game with 17. He's just 1 point off his season's highest score of 18 that he got against Nelson back in the 16th of June. The only other player in double figures for the Hawks is Rokawa with 10. Jared Weeks leading the Tuatara, scoring with 14. Glidden has 11. Hero Hunt and Tarangi have 10 each. Rob Lowe, quiet game points-wise. Kaysen, just 8 points.
I mean, he's been on the bench a little bit this game. Just resting him up for the remainder of the season, I feel, is Coach Aaron Young's intention. But don't look for him to be quiet for too long.
Tarangi in space from the three-point line. Yes, Ruben Tarangi cuts the lead back to 2.
Bit of a lazy closeout there by Hiram Harris. Unexpectedly, just gave him too much space. Great job by Tarangi to knock that shot down.
Here's Rokawa. Yes, Rokawa doesn't miss often when he's wide open like that. He has 12.
Yeah, he's such a solid player. He has that ability to pull up in the mid-range and knock it down. He's such a solid shooter.
Here's Lowe, kicking it back to Lawson. Now Pero Hunt, Lawson. Floats it in nicely. That's good basketball right there from the Tuatara.
Yeah, great basketball, great offense, good ball movement, and a beautiful little floater.
Tremendous basket. Now Rokawa. Here's Lee for 3. Weeks gets the rebound. Good work there, and he's fouled by Lee.
That's a bit of a silly foul there by Ira Lee. Just, you know, Jared Weeks is faster than you. You've got to get back on D. Just let someone else pick him up. But again, probably just a little bit frustrated he missed that shot. But yeah, you've got to get back and not get that cheap foul this early on in the 4th.
So Weeks to inbound it. Really intriguing finish coming up to this game. Here's Pero Hunt, been terrific. Oh, he's lost his footing just as I talk him up. And Brooke. In fact, there's a foul being called there on Pero Hunt.
No, he went to kick the ball. Gave
Didn't
it
hear
a little
whistle.
Yeah. And when he was on the ground, he kicked the ball, so they gave it, I think, to the Hawks. I want to say the Hawks get it back. Yeah, it will be Hawks ball. Great defense on the Hawks. And much better rotation on that play. So they were sitting in a zone. And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to pack it in. But you cannot be lazy on those closeouts, especially with the likes of Tarangi and Glidden on the floor, and Lowe, and Weeks. Honestly, they're so stacked, you have to close out hard on every single player on the floor.
Liking the Hawks. Composure and resilience here, though, as McBride looks to create space. Lively play. Lee! Thanks for coming.
That's going to be a highlight reel. What a slam from Ira Lee, capitalizing on that pass. Beautifully done by the Hawks Bay.
Way to bring up your season's best scorer as well. Here's Tarangi. Lee has 19 points in the game. Weeks for 3. Oh, he's starting to really feel it now, Jared Weeks.
And again, a dagger to the heart after that highlight reel. Jared Weeks just silencing the crowd with that three-pointer, closing the lead yet again.
Here's McBride. He's starting to handle the ball a lot more now. That's 2 more points to him. He has 7.
Well, that's what they brought him in to do. They brought him in to be a difference maker on this Hawks Bay. And Hiram Harris with his 6th steal of the game. His head is on a swivel. He always knows where that ball is. Great defense by Hiram Harris.
Ooh, couple of little reach-ins there, not called by the referee. He was right there. Allowed play to continue. Rokawa. Lee. Rokawa. Oh, lovely fake at the free throw line, and he got a shot away just in time. And a fortuitous bounce there for Jared Weeks. Here's Lowe for 3. Oh, it looked good off the hand, that one, didn't it?
It's dangerous. If you get him on the three-point line, he's pretty damn good. Shooting it. What is he shooting this year?
Lowe's going at
45%.
He's always had a great three-point shot on him, Kaysen.
For a big man, that's what you want.
Rokawa's brought fantastic energy off the bench in this game. So I've got a timeout on the floor with the Hawks leading by 3 with 7:04 left in the contest. Well, we're certainly getting our money's worth today.
Oh, absolutely. These two teams are going toe-to-toe. And if you were to look at the stat sheet prior to the game, if you've never seen these two teams play, you would think this is going to be a blowout to the Tuatara. But Hawks Bay keeping them at bay.
A little play there from Lawson. There's been some excellent quality And that jam right there, one of the best in recent games.
I love the big man finish underneath. You have that ability to slam it, you've got to do it.
Yeah. It's an unstoppable force. Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa starting on the 12th of July. That is 3 days away. Really looking forward to the start of this season. All games live on Sky Sport, and that new development, of course, the Sky Broadband Rapid League competition. What is that? Well, it's a game before the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game. There's a 4-minute quarter game. So 16 minutes of play. It goes for, I reckon, about 45 minutes. And that will be played before each Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game.
That's a great little warm-up for the game. However, the starters are not allowed to play, right? They've got to name the starters at least an hour and a half before the game.
That's right.
And then they are not allowed to participate in the Rapid League, giving the bench players an opportunity to play.
And get and earn a competition point for winning. Here's Rokawa, and Rokawa is going great for the Hawks. How critical has he been in this game?
That is a big-time basket from Rokawa. He's just been so solid this game, but a great find by Hiram Harris, weaving through the defense, using that left hand well to find him in the corner.
Rokawa shooting at 60% in the game, 6 from 10 weeks. Well, that one's not going to drop. Beautifully tipped in by Lowe.
How did he do that? He's just so long. He caught that ball off balance on one foot, just caught it one-handed and just flicked it right back in. And that's why he's one of the top contenders for the MVP spot.
Wonderful hands. There's Lee from the free throw line, and there's Lowe fouled, taking the rebound there for the Tuatara.
Again, Ira Lee with another foul, trying to crash and get his own rebound, but Rob Lowe just in a better position. Got him to foul him. Ira Lee on 2 fouls.
No worries for fouling there.
Maybe on 3.
We'll have a look here for Ira Lee. Yeah, he's on 3 now. It's just clicked over. So he's been taken out of the game just for the moment. 5:52 left. Weeks. Lawson. Not much movement off the ball here for the Tuatara. Now Tarangi trying to provide something. Tight man-to-man marking here from the Hawks.
Oh!
And Glidden with a fantastic three-pointer.
What do? You had a hand in his face and he just blapped it right in your face. And Cam Glidden missed a wide open one where he had about 5 minutes to shoot the ball earlier in the game. But with man-on-man pressure, he is absolutely on fire as the Hawks are trying to collect the ball, but unfortunately falls to the Tuatara.
Harris did great under the hoop there to provide for Hunt, who just couldn't finish the deal. So Tarangi, Low, and there's the foul. And really Hiram Harris could do nothing more to stop Low on that occasion.
I think the next 2 minutes of play are critical for the Hawks. Tuatara have a better rhythm at the moment, so they need to be so sound to try to keep them at bay, because if they let it slip just a little bit, this Tuatara squad is going to capitalize.
Rob Lowe at the line. Won't give his team the lead. There's still a chance to lock the scores up at 78 apiece. And Lowe does just that. He has 11 points. Harris. Natai. Rokawa in the corner, doesn't get the ball. Hunt. Back to Jordan Natai. Harris, lovely spin move. Flipped over to Kenny, who just got the ball in time. Rokawa!
Oh, what a great use of the clock. Beautiful offense, great patience from the Hawks.
And beautiful finish from Rokawa, who's now stolen the ball off Tarangi. Rokawa, put it up again to Roan, here we go.
Yes, back-to-back shots for the Hawks. They are heating up. And like I said earlier, these next 2 minutes are critical for the Hawks. They are just so solid right now, exactly what they need to do.
Rokawa 8 from 12 in the game. No call from the referee as Harris finds himself with his hands on the ball.
Phenomenal defense by the Hawks.
Where's Theron? Just give it to him again. Oh, Hunt's going to line up a long ranger.
Oh, might as well get everybody involved. And a great timeout called by the Tuatara. This Hawks team is on fire.
They have just blown away the Tuatara in the last 60 seconds. 87-78. Well, that was thrilling stuff.
You see the drive here, Rokawa. Beautiful shot. No doubt that that was going in. And again, with the back-to-back step back, knocked it down. And let's see the third three-pointer from Jordan Hunt. Oh, just a little bit short. But again, the Hawks playing like the team that we've known they could be the whole season.
Well, it locked up. That scores were locked up just 60 seconds back when Lowe nailed that second free throw. 78 all, and since then, the Hawks are those three-pointers in a row. Have got a 9-point lead, and they're on a 9-0 run again.
Hey, it started on the defensive side of things. They got 2 to 3 crucial stops and turnovers, and they capitalized on them. And that's exactly what they need to do, especially against this squad. They're so solid, and the Hawks defense has just been unbelievable, led by Hiram Harris, who's been just a force on the defensive side of things.
Let's have a look at Harris's numbers. 9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He had 5 steals at halftime. He's added another one. He's got 6 and 2 blocks.
I mean, he's everywhere.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what the Tuatara do now, how they handle this.
Great defense again by Jared Kenny.
Kenny has been around a long, long time. Well, there's plenty of experience, though, in that Tuatara team. Then in the low, all been around a long time. Same with Jared Weeks. Here is Cam Glidden. Pierrot Hunt out there. Low, up high. Here's Weeks. Long-range jumper is short, and it's gathered by Tarangi, so they've got a second chance, have the Tuatara. Tarangi, shot clock down to 5. Oh, he banks it in nicely.
Great job, and that came from the effort play from Rob Lowe, tipping that rebound out to his own teammate, and great job by Tarangi to get that floater in.
Well, that stops the 9-0 run that the Hawks enjoyed for the second time in the game. Here's Kenny, working off Hunt. It's been deflected out of court by Jared Weeks.
Good defense there by Weeks. Awesome pressure on the ball. That's what you need to do if you're the Tuatara right now. Keep that pressure on. Don't make anything easy for the Hawks, who are on fire at the moment.
And there's a foul. Low and Hunt have been tangled up, and it's gone on Rob Lowe.
Yeah, he tripped him up a bit there off the screen. Well, when someone falls to the ground so obviously, it's going to be a foul. There was no flopping or anything there. He actually genuinely tripped him.
Big man having a good battle in this game. Lowe definitely hasn't had it his own way in other games recently. Kenny. Harris. There's Nartai. Shot clock down to 7 for Jared Kenny. Mid-range jumper. And now another foul.
Is that going to be on Cam Glidden?
This is working nicely for Hawke's Bay. Big foul there.
Well, that's just excellent offense. When that shot goes up, if you have players crashing, it forces the defense to try to find you and seal you off. And if you're able to get around them, they have no choice but to body you and try to foul you to prevent you from getting that offensive rebound. That's exactly what Jordan Nartai did there. Excellent job crashing the boards.
Lee's back in the game. He's just checked back in for Jordan Hunt. Joe Lawson back in as well for the Tuatara, as they get some size back out there. Rokawa, we know he's feeling it. Oh! 2 more for Daron Rokawa, rather. He has 23 now.
It looked as if his feet were on top of each other, but he just calmly collected himself, was able to knock that shot down, and great steal from Jordan Nartai. High-risk pass from across the court for the Tuatara.
Well, it feels like Hawke's Bay.
Oh, but then Jared Weeks sneaks around.
What a steal, that's critical. Oh, he puts up the quick 3. Couldn't get the value from it, though. 9-point game with 2:20 to go. It feels like it's going to be Hawke's Bay's day.
Hey, well, you know, we watched a game last night where there was a massive comeback in the last 30 seconds. Oh, Rakawa.
Well, he's human. He missed one.
He's human.
He's not made of AI, mate.
No, he's not, but he looks like a cheat code tonight.
Here's Glidden. Lawson's going to put up a three-pointer. Now, the Tuatara have just got to compose themselves here.
Oh, Ira Lee took
Lee's awkwardly fallen onto the court there.
I don't know if he fell on his hand or what, but that was a big tumble for the big man.
He is not happy.
Well, someone of his size and stature, if you fall down, even on your own wrist, well, maybe it was his leg.
He fell on his hip there.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Gravity can be a real pain in the butt sometimes, right? Or in this case, maybe a pain in the hip.
Oh, yeah, right on the hip. It's a bit of a stinger. But again, with his size and mass, that's gonna be a big bruise.
He needs to guts it out here because his team needs him.
Absolutely.
These last 2 minutes. Look at Everard Bartlett standing in the corner. Hands on hips. Double teapot from Everard. This is big for Hawke's Bay if they can go on and win this game.
Oh, absolutely.
Big chance to stay in the mix. Ooh, Lawson almost lost it out of court. Shot clock down to 7. Tarangi, marked by Rokawa. Tarangi.
Oh, with the and one! What a take from Tarangi! Oh, he's so good off the dribble, and he's got that veteran experience. 300 games in the Aussie NBL, and you see it there with the finish. All the defensive pressure in the world on him, and he was still able to get the finish for the three-point play.
Well, he has 17 in the game now. Ruben Tarangi, and that was a big play that needed to go in for Auckland to have any chance of winning this game and keeping their winning streak alive. And he's got the three-point play, goes to 18, 6-point game, bit of full court pressure too coming, easily broken down by Jared Kenny.
If you're the Hawke's Bay, you've got to use the clock wisely right now. You've got a
Totally.
6-point lead. Take your time, get a good look, because if the Tuatara get the ball, they're going to push it fast, and they're going to try to get a quick basket.
Natai, here's Kenny. Oh, here comes a three-pointer from, I think that was Denham Brook, and Lowe's got the rebound. Here comes Lawson on the fast break. Oh, it's offensive foul on Joe Lawson.
Oh, great defensive positioning. Joe Lawson tried to do a Euro step, but again, you got that big body going full steam ahead. It's going to be hard to stop. Great defense, way to take the body. But like we talked about the Tuatara, if they get that turnover, they get that steal, they're going to push the ball hard up the floor. With only a minute and 18 seconds left, down by 6.
What same tactics do you think, Kaysen, here for the Hawks? Just use the full 24 seconds up.
Oh, absolutely. You have to, especially, again, I've said it so many times, I feel like a broken record. No lead is safe at any point in the game, especially with the inclusion of the Sky City player timeout, which both teams still have. Gives you this chance to get an extra basket.
Harris. Hounded by Glidden and Weeks. Almost losing it, Hiram Harris. Rokawa will settle it down now. Again, use the clock as your friend. Works off a good screen there from Ira Lee.
Oh.
And Rokawa nails it.
He is money from inside the three-point line. When he's off the dribble, he gets that pull-up too. He is dynamite.
10 from 15 now for Rokawa, and he's lost it, Rob Lowe.
And a massive block from Ira Lee on Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe not happy with that call. He thought it was off the Hawks team, but incredible defense from the Hawks down the stretch. And again, getting a warning there, Rob Lowe.
Well, lucky not to get a technical. He was fuming.
I mean, both teams have been talking to the refs, but a little bit more from the Tuatara tonight, feeling like some calls haven't gone their way. But with the lack of replay in the regular season, it's up to the refs to discuss amongst themselves to make the best call. And I feel like that was probably the best call from this angle.
Yeah, the review system's coming in, isn't it, for the finals?
Yep, for the finals, which it should. it takes a little bit of pressure off the refs as well. And if they do make a call that's not right, they have that ability to change it.
Brilliantly done there by Rokawa, and there's an unsportsmanlike foul there called on Ruben Tarangi.
Was that unsportsmanlike?
It was unsportsmanlike, yes indeed.
And a technical, and a timeout.
Another technical foul as well, so it's all breaking down here for the Tuatara.
I think Rob Lowe got the technical.
Well, what a interesting finish to this game. So it's going to be, I see the referee indicate 2 free throws and possession for the Hawke's Bay Hawks.
Interesting turn of events here. You can sense the frustration from the Tuatara. Not pleased on that last play and the play before the last play with the foul call and the tip going not their way as Rob Lowe will step off the court, as well as Tarangi and Cam Glidden.
Well, this game right here has had everything, and it's going to surely now end with a Hawke's Bay win. And Rokawa, who's been so good from the field, misses a free throw. So he takes the first one. Harris is going to take the second one.
Is that legal?
Well, I guess there was an unsportsmanlike foul and then a technical foul.
So an unsportsmanlike is 1 free throw. I need to brush up on the rules here.
I think so. So Harris gets the first. So yes, there's 2 free throws for Harris, 1 for Rokawa. And that's what scoreboard pressure creates, Casey.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, so 1 for 3 for the Hawks. I think if they would have knocked down all 3, this game would have been completely written off. But still, lots of time left in the game if you're the Tuatara.
Well, they're 9 behind.
Hey, don't count anyone out.
Going to be a tough, going to be a tall order, let me say that. Here's Kenny, Rokawa. Don't have fouls to give to either, the Tuatara. Both teams in the bonus, Kenny, and this is smart play from the veterans, Rokawa and Kenny, soaking up some time off the clock. Rokawa again for 3. Oh, he just can't miss tonight. Rokawa has 28 points.
Unbelievable from Rokawa. Off balance, going to the right, was able to knock that 3 down as Chris McIntosh tries to answer back with another 3, and it's going to be a backcourt call on the Tuatara.
It is indeed, and that is going to be that. Rokawa, what a second half from him. Fantastic performance from the bench player. 28 points in the game, 11 from 16, and he's nailed 6 3-pointers from 9 attempts.
If there's an award for the 6th man of the year, you got to give it to this guy. He has been unbelievable for the Hawks this season.
And the Hawks are going to close it out here. Big win here for the Hawke's Bay Hawks as they fight to try and get into the playoffs. And they have won this game, and in doing so have ended the Tuatara's 10-game winning streak. Big win for the Hawks. They win it by 12 in the end. 95-83, what a performance.
Oh, an unbelievable job by the Hawks, protecting their home floor, something that they failed to do this entire season. But in the last 2 games, they have come alive, found their footing at the right point of the season. An unbelievable game from the Hawks, all starting from the defensive side of things, creating so many turnovers and just silencing this Auckland Tuatara team. Unbelievable battle between 2 great teams.
Well, Rokawa ended up top scoring with 28. He just, well, he hit the lights, didn't he, in the second half. Magnificent performance from him. Ira Lee, season's best score for him of 19. Hunt and Harris almost got in, also got into double figures. Tarangi ended up being the top scorer for the Tuatara in this game with 18 points.
So the scouting report going into this game, the Hawke's Bay Hawks did exactly what they needed to do. Keep Rob Lowe to low numbers and to keep their top scorers low, obviously, but be extremely efficient on offense, and they did exactly that. And defensively, again, Jordan Hunt, he did a awesome job rebounding the ball, as well as Hiram Harris getting his hands on all those passing lanes. And Jared Kenny with 7 assists on the night.
Yeah, brilliant performance, all-round performance from a lot of those players. Kenny, Harris, Rokawa, Lee were all brilliant in this game for Hawke's Bay. But the Tuatara, they'll come again. Don't worry about that.
Oh, no.
As you know, Kaysen, having been a top-level athlete yourself, sometimes you learn more from your losses than your victories.
Oh, 1,000%. Especially with the Tuatara riding this high. They have been for so long. This is probably a great reset for them to realize the teams are coming for you. It's not going to be an easy ride.
We'll stand by. In about 15 minutes, we've got the double-header. Second game of our double-header this evening. Manawa Jets back out there at Fly Palmy Arena. They are playing the Canterbury Rams in this game. And Taranaki and Nelson do battle in the next game on Thursday. Looking forward to that. Canterbury Rams on Friday hosting the Franklin Bulls. And folks, don't forget about the start of Pauihi Basketball Aotearoa this week as well. Thanks for joining us here from the arena here in Napier. And a great win for the Hawke's Bay Hawks. They've beaten the top of the table, Auckland Tuatara, by 12, 95-83.